Diva Staking is a new protocol that you can use to stake your Ether or Ethereum tokens, and this is supposed to be a much more decentralized way than by using something like Lido. And so in today's video, I'm going to break down the pros and cons of using Diva Staking. I'm going to discuss the airdrop that is going to be provided to people that take Lido staked ETH and put it into the Diva Staking protocol, and then I'm also going to show you actually how to do it. I'm going to stake one Lido staked Ethereum with Diva today, and that's going to start to accrue rewards for me. And the earlier that you get in with Diva, the more rewards you're going to get. All right, so for starters, let's talk about the pros and cons. Now, the Diva platform is in beta. It's not actually fully released to the public, and they're trying to build up TVL, or total value locked in the protocol, before launching publicly. And so that is one of the cons, I would say, is that this is a relatively new and as of yet less proven protocol, although it has been audited and there's a lot of people in the Ethereum community that approve of it. So before you put any ETH into the Diva protocol, I highly recommend going to their Twitter, first of all, which is at Diva Staking. They've got a Linktree link here with tons of information, including documents that you can read that tell you exactly how it works and what are the risks. And currently the way it works is you deposit ETH or Lido staked ETH into the Diva vault, and we'll talk about why you might want to deposit Lido staked ETH as opposed to regular ETH in a minute. But you deposit it into the Diva vault, and then in exchange for that, you're going to receive DIV ETH, which represents staked ETH. So it's very similar to Lido or Rocket Pool in that you put in ETH and you get back a token that represents staked ETH. Now, one of the major pros about Diva is that it's super decentralized, and in fact, Diva operators will only require 1 ETH to set up and run a validator node. And this is a lot less than the 32 ETH that you need if you want to run a full node validating the Ethereum network. Now, in addition to the technology being more distributed and decentralized, they're trying to actually reduce the amount of stake that Lido controls, because currently Lido controls almost 1/3 of all staked ETH in existence. And so Diva is trying to actually pull some of that out of there, and they're currently giving extra rewards in the form of Diva tokens to people that deposit Lido staked ETH into the Diva platform. Now, while Diva is still under development, it's expected to launch on mainnet in Q4 this year or Q1 next year, and you can actually start depositing ETH into the protocol already. The more ETH or staked ETH that you deposit, the more Diva tokens you get in terms of an airdrop. And these tokens give you voting power over the governance of the protocol, but presumably also will have some economic value. And they have a staking calculator that shows how much you're going to get in terms of rewards, and you can see you're going to get significantly more if you deposit Lido staked ETH, because they're trying to pull that stake away from Lido in something called a vampire attack. And so this is one of the major pros of using this, because not only do you get the regular ETH staking yield, but you get these additional Diva tokens, and the earlier that you deposit, the more rewards you get. You can see here that the first 10,000 ETH to be deposited into the protocol earn 2.5 Diva tokens per day, but it goes down from there. Now, one of the other cons I would say is that currently you can't withdraw your Diva rewards or get your DIV ETH tokens until it actually launches on mainnet. This is a vault. You're depositing your ETH. You can withdraw it at any time, but I believe if you withdraw early, you don't get the additional benefits that you would have gotten. So yeah, you can see here it's only 5 months after the Diva launch that you'll be able to claim your Diva tokens, and the DIV ETH will be able to be withdrawn. So this is one of those things where you have to assess the benefits and the costs, and you're going to get additional rewards for depositing into the Diva protocol. But if you're planning on using your ETH or staked ETH for something else in the short term, then it may not be the best idea to deposit into the Diva protocol. Anyways, today I'm going to deposit one Lido staked ETH to show you how it actually works. So you choose which vault you want to use. If you want to deposit regular ETH, there's this vault, or if you want to deposit Lido staked ETH, there's this vault where you get the ETH staking rewards and the Diva rewards. So I'm going to hit this. Now, once you choose the vault and connect your wallet, you're going to hit on the deposit, and this is where you're going to have to confirm the terms of conditions that you don't live in the US, because unfortunately people living in the US are not allowed to use the Diva protocol. So you're going to accept and sign, and it's going to pop up asking you to sign this message in your wallet. So I'm going to hit sign and confirm the transaction. And so now I have the opportunity to choose how much of my Lido staked ETH I want to deposit. I currently have 1.07 Lido staked ETH, so I'm going to deposit the full amount into this protocol. Although important to note, you can see that there's a minimum of 0.1 and a maximum of 10,000 Lido staked ETH. Although if I ever had that much, I would not be making YouTube videos. Now, in the advanced settings, you can choose how much slippage you're willing to allow. I guess I'll leave it at 1%. And there will be obviously a gas fee for this transaction, although luckily gas is not too high right now. So next, agree to the terms and conditions. I have to approve the spending of my Lido staked ETH, and then I have to actually approve depositing it into the vault. So this is two-step transaction. So first I'll hit submit here, and this transaction is going to cost me $1.40, which I will approve. Hopefully I'll make back much more than that in terms of the bonuses that I get with the Diva tokens. And the next step after approving it is to actually deposit it. So I'm going to do this and pay another transaction fee. And this transaction fee is going to be a little bit more expensive, unfortunately, $8. So not much you can do. I'll confirm this transaction here. All right, so I have now deposited 1.07 staked ETH into the protocol. You can see that in exchange for that, I've received 1.0696 shares of the DIV ETH. And this little button pops up here that says redeem. So if I were to hit this, I would be able to actually get my staked ETH back. Although you can see that there's at least 1 day waiting period before redeeming. But now I'll keep my Lido staked ETH here with Diva until it actually goes live on mainnet, at which point I'll get my Diva tokens and my Diva staked ETH. And I will continue to accrue rewards until then. So since I was just planning on holding that Lido staked ETH token anyways, it really doesn't make any change, except it brings me more potential benefits, although with that added risk of putting it into another smart contract protocol. At this point though, I do feel comfortable that the protocol has been audited, that a lot of respectable people in the Ethereum community are behind it, and I feel relatively confident that my Lido staked ETH will be safe here. And also now I'm contributing to the decentralization of Ethereum staking, which makes me feel good. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you found this video useful, and have yourself a great day.